fire destroys one house and causes significant damage to another. The fire on Perry Avenue in Brooklyn Center happened just before 3 Thursday morning. It started in a house that's on the city's list of vacant properties. Since no one was inside the house, no one called the fire department until it was too late to save it. And the situation could have been worse if not for a passing motorist.
It got called in by somebody driving by this morning, and whoever that person was nice enough to stop and knock on the neighbors' doors and get them woken up and outside as well.
That neighbor's house had 4 people inside. They all got out safely, but they'll have to find another place to live while the house is being repaired. There's no word yet on what started the fire. Unfortunately, we are entering the peak months for house fires and carbon monoxide poisoning. To help prevent tragedies, the Golden Valley Fire Department will be giving away 200 smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. The department collected the free devices through the Operation Save a Life program. Golden Valley was one of only 3 Minnesota cities to receive them. The department plans to donate the alarms to low-income residents, seniors, and others in need.
We recommend that everyone has them. They are absolutely life-saving devices. If people are interested in this program, as we get this running, we can contact Golden Valley Fire Department to get some of these smoke alarms if people need them. We don't have them yet. We'll be getting them in the next 1 to 2 weeks.
The Operation Save a Life program is expected to donate more than $3 million worth of alarms this year alone. Now to a traffic issue in Maple Grove that's been ongoing for months: how to control speeding on a rural road at the city's northern border. According to city traffic surveys, traffic volumes and speeds continue to increase on Territorial Road. That road leads into Dayton and was the subject of controversy when Maple Grove closed it this summer for safety reasons, while Dayton worked on a nearby road construction project. The most recent survey showed 85% of drivers go at least 9 miles per hour above the speed limit on Territorial Road. The speed limit is 35. City officials considered changing it to 25, but believe that would do little to change behavior. The City Council voted this week to keep the speed limit at 35, but add a speed trailer and increase enforcement. One of the unfortunate parts about autumn is that those beautiful leaves eventually fall. As Delane Cleveland reports in today's School Spotlight, a local Catholic school has turned the arduous task of raking leaves into a fundraiser and service project.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah.
On a crisp fall day,
I know, right?
an army of volunteers with rakes and leaf blowers
Team 3 is where we're going to need more people.
made their way to St. Raphael's School in Crystal
God bless. We're going to have a great day.
to put in a little hard work for a good cause.
Well, we're all out on a nice, cold and clear, beautiful morning to go out and rake the yards of people in our community who are in need of assistance.
For the past 14 years, teachers and families from the Catholic school gather to help those in need with their annual rake-a-thon.
It's just nice to be able to get out in the community with the kids, not in the classroom, and just be able to help the people who can't do this. Put them in.
The event is a way for the St. Raphael family to give back to the community and raise money for the small school they represent.
So it all goes to our school, goes to a great cause. We love our school.
The school itself has a little more than 100 students in grades K through 8.
And you just want to pull it across.
Jason Finney has taught here for the past 4 years. He says St. Raphael is like one big family.
They are great kids, and the families are wonderful to work with here, and we're here to serve them. So it's a fantastic place to work.
Okay. The students here receive an education based on faith. The hope is that the message helps them grow up to be good people.
They're teaching you these things and about love.
Well, it's like a very welcoming school, and like the teachers are very loving.
The teachers care about you a lot. A caring environment makes a caring person, and our teachers are really passionate about what they do, and I feel like they love what they teach, and that it's really infectious in others, and then it makes you enjoy the classes you go to.
This caring environment helps make it that much easier to rake leaves on a Saturday morning.
This place is like a family, and that's why I'm drawn to it.
In Crystal, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
This year's Rake-a-thon raised more than $7,000, and the money goes toward tuition assistance. This week, Hennepin Technical College hosted its first ever Hmong Culture and Arts event on campus. The celebration took place in conjunction with the Hmong New Year that was put on by Hennepin Tech employees of Hmong descent. Hennepin Tech is very diverse and has a significant number of students from Southeast Asia. The performance showcased dancers, singers, and musicians who represent the Hmong community.
Well, I'm hoping that people got a little glimpse of just being exposed to a different culture, learning about some of the traditions from another culture, and that hopefully that helps us be a much more welcoming and inclusive place for all.
The Hmong New Year is a time to honor ancestors and gives thanks for the completion of the fall harvest. It was all about penguin power on Wednesday at a senior living facility in the northwest suburbs.
We have a very captive audience that likes to just engage and learn, and I love that we can bring things to them because they can't always go out with their mobility issues. So lots of fun, and having a real live penguin is just pretty special, so we feel very fortunate.
Zoo officials arranged for an African penguin named Cupid to travel from the Como Zoo in St. Paul to the Waters Senior Living Complex in Plymouth. Cupid was a big draw as residents got to see the 28-year-old bird up close. While penguins are classified as birds, they do not fly, and seeing an African penguin like Cupid up close is a rare treat because it's an endangered species. For more on this story and others like it, make sure you go check out our website at ccxmedia.org.
The Maple Grove boys hockey team should be in the mix for the Section 5AA title again this season. Here's Jason Malillo with a preview of the Crimson.
A young Maple Grove team lost in the section final last season. With most of those boys back and more experienced, MG is poised for another fun winter.
We've got a lot of talented kids here and a lot of depth in the program, and we're ready to go.
Grove will have a solid goalie in Jack Wenicky and a very talented defensive core led by senior captain Spencer Dahlquist.
I think we're a good skating group of defensemen. They're all really strong skaters. They get up the ice well, move the puck up the ice well, everything like that.
The Crimson lost its leading scorer when Justin Janicki departed for the National Team Development Program. But Grove will still have a lot of forwards with speed, creativity, and grit.
You need guys that can score, and you need guys that can go bang bodies, not get scored on. So there are going to be times you're in the D zone, so you need win each battle, win each shift, even if it's in the D zone.
We got, super speedy kids that can make plays that are, highlight reel type plays. And then we've got a senior line that's a grinding line that is going to wreak havoc on a lot of kids. And, they're 190 pounds each, and they have some skill, and they're gonna be a fun line to watch this year.
Maple Grove's first game is against Edina in the Turkey Trot Tournament. It's not exactly easing into the season, but the Crimson is up for the challenge. Jason Malillo, CCX Sports.
The Maple Grove Edina game kicks off the CCX Turkey Trot Tournament at Plymouth Ice Center Friday. Then it's host Wayzata against Moorhead. Saturday is the third place and championship games. Watch all the games live on CCX1 and ccxmedia.org as we get the boys hockey season started Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock in Plymouth. Also in District 279, the Osseo-Park Center girls hockey team is making strides. They won 10 games last season and are aiming for more this winter. Here's Jay Wilcox with more on the Stars.
There's a lot of excitement in a building program for Osseo-Park Center. Talented young players are joining with older girls to raise the level on the ice, in practice and in games.
We have a lot of depth this year, and all the girls are working really hard. The young girls are really stepping up, and no spot is guaranteed, so everybody every day has to work hard. If they're not going to work hard, someone's going to take that spot in the ice.
Well, we're a super young team, and so going into our scrimmage fest, we were kind of seeing how the young girls were doing. We really stepped it up, and I thought we played really strong, and so it's going to be exciting to watch them grow.
Good, hardworking group of girls, right? They're going to give you everything. We have a lunch pail mentality here, right? We're going to grind teams out, outwork teams, especially in the third period. But we couldn't expect for a better group of girls. A lot of returners. We've got good young talent.
The Stars have started out 1-1 with a loss to Centennial and a win over Armstrong Cooper. They lost their top scorer and starting goalie from last season to graduation, but the defense returns mostly intact.
I've been working with the defense for I think about 4 years now. We're pretty much all the same. We have one new person this year. She's a freshman, and I see so much potential in us. We have one more year of pretty much the main group.
Osseo-Park Center faces a lot of very good teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference, and they know some of the top-tier teams will be tough to beat. But they're closing the gap and are shooting for more wins this winter.
Yeah, when I first came, we didn't have many wins, so last year we broke our record and over and above. So it's really exciting to see what we can do this year if we can beat that.
Yeah, I think the mentality has been changing. I think everyone's thinking, oh, we can actually win games now, and we're actually able to compete against teams that are good.
Win or lose, the Stars are eager to compete against the toughest teams on their schedule, and they're better equipped to do so than in the past. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
The Stars meet Champlin Park Coon Rapids at the Ice Forum in Champlin on Saturday.